Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. Moldovan voters appear to have backed the Eastern European country changing its constitution and committing to joining the EU by the thinnest of margins. Official data put yes on 50.31% and no on 49.69%, with over 99% of votes counted. Moldovan media said many of the votes yet to be counted had been cast abroad and would likely lean towards yes, as the Moldovan diaspora is broadly in favour of closer ties with the EU. The referendum had been widely expected to pass comfortably. Maia Sandu, the incumbent pro-EU president, earlier denounced the narrow result as the product of foreign interference in Moldovan politics, particularly from Russia. The Kremlin, which denies the claims, criticised the vote.
Moldova is a very important partner of the European Union. We noted that this vote took place under unprecedented interference and intimidation by Russia and its proxies, aiming to destabilize the democratic processes in the Republic of Moldova.
King Charles faced shouts of "You are not my king" from an independent senator just after he had finished an address at Australia's Parliament House on the second official day of his engagements in the country.
Give us what you stole from us!
Lydia Thorpe, an Aboriginal Australian woman, interrupted the ceremony in the capital city of Canberra by shouting for about a minute before she was escorted away by security. Australia is a Commonwealth country where the King serves as the head of state, but recently there has been a debate about removing the monarch from the role. The ceremony concluded without any reference to the incident, and the royal couple proceeded to meet hundreds of people who had waited outside to greet them.
I didn't get a chance to look around on who was supporting me, but I certainly got a few nods from Aboriginal people in the room to show that they support my resistance, which is the resistance of my people for over 200 years. We'll continue to resist the colony until we have a peacemaking treaty where we can celebrate this country together. We don't need a king from another country to dictate to us what we do here.
Democratic Party presidential candidate Kamala Harris is visiting 3 battleground states: Wisconsin, Michigan and Pennsylvania. With only 15 days to go until Election Day, Kamala Harris has been focused on the swing states, those that could reasonably be won by either a Democratic or Republican candidate. The latest campaigning comes after members of the congregation at New Birth Missionary Baptist Church in Stonecrest, Georgia, sang happy birthday to Kamala Harris to celebrate her 60th birthday. Meanwhile, Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump has served meals at a McDonald's in suburban Philadelphia, saying he had always wanted to work at the fast food restaurant.
Keep it tight. We got the salt on it. Never touches the human hand.
Very good. Very
nice
good.
And full.
Thank you.
Harry, look at this guy. I'm not going to mess with him, huh?
Mr. Trump said the McDonald's visit was intended in part as a jab at Harris, who says she worked at the fast food chain during her college years. Mr. Trump claims that Harris never worked there but has not provided evidence to back that up. Ms. Harris says the stunt was a sign of Mr. Trump's desperation. At least 2 people have died after flooding hit New Mexico. Floodwaters gushed down streets with nearly 6 inches of rain falling in the area, breaking the previous record held since 1901. That's according to the National Weather Service. Footage posted on social media shows a street in Roswell that had turned into a river after torrential rains pummeled eastern New Mexico. And a sinkhole has opened up on an Italian motorway due to heavy rains swallowing a car. Firefighters carried out dozens of interventions in the southern region for landslides and mudslides. Heavy rain caused extensive flooding in Italy's southern regions, as one was reported near Bologna. The passengers in the car in the southern Italian region of Calabria were rescued uninjured. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.